Good afternoon to the interviewee, and thank you for having us for this evening, for this afternoon session, for our interview session about asking the question about uh, intercultural communication. So before we move on to the introduction and all of the questions that we want to ask with the interviewee today's, we're going to introduce ourselves first. So I am Muhammad Shazmi Irfan bin Azmi, or you can call me as Shazmi as the first interview for this session. And beside me,
Muhammad Amar Hafiz bin Zaidi as the second interviewer, and you can call me Amar.
so what are we going to do for today is the interview about fact-checking in terms of intercultural communication. So in this interview session, we're going to ask you some of the question, maybe like 7 to 8 question, and also question that relate to that. So our main focus on this interview session is about pragmatic, high versus local context culture, and the paralinguistic and appearance. So before we move on to the question that I'm going to ask to you, mind you, if you introduce yourself to us on what is your name, what should we call you, maybe your where do you live, and your current academic status.
Okay. So my name is Claudia Tan Fuk Yun, but you can call me Claudia. And I live in KL right now, and I'm finishing my STPM soon.
So in terms of your English level, in what would you call yourself in the rate of 1 to 10? How would you determine your English level?
Maybe an 8 to 9, I guess.
Okay, so that's a good thing because in this interview session, we are going to have our interview in English. So hope you can cope with this.
Yes.
So before we moving on to the question, if my friend, the Amar, will will introduce what the things to be done in this session.
So for today, we're currently doing the interview for pragmatic subject. So what is pragmatic subject? Pragmatic subject is a subject where it focuses on real life situation and how people use language depends on the situation, not only just depends on the words. Yes.
So we have an hypothesis in this before this fact-checking interview about what should be the individual who is a hybrid or mix like you yourself. As what we all know, you are a Bidayo and Chinese people. So in our assumption, these people who Bidayo and Bidayo Chinese or other hybrid people may experience intercultural communication misunderstanding due to combined influence of Bidayo and Chinese culture norms on their communicative practices. So, like I said earlier, we're going to focus on pragmatic, high versus low context culture, paralinguistic, and appearance. So, are you ready with the question?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
For the first question, if you can choose, are you more toward Chinese or Bidayu?
If I can choose, I might say I am more to Chinese. It's because I live in KL and I adapt with the Chinese culture more than the Bidayo culture because can say my family we are more to Chinese and not Bidayo. So I think I would choose Chinese more to Bidayo side.
So, mind if I ask, in your family, all of the family are from also have related with Bidayo or not?
Yes, because my mom and my grandma is Bidayo and my grandpa and my dad is Chinese. So
Uh,
that's why we are more to Chinese than Bidayo.
so in your daily communication with your family, would you always use English or Malay or even Chinese or even Bidayo accent?
Well, in my family, we speak four language, which is English, Mandarin, Bidayo, and also English.
Okay, okay. So thank you for that response. Moving on to the second question.
All right, for the second question, have you ever experienced intercultural miscommunication with people around you?
So in this question, have you ever happened in the miscommunication with other people from other uh, culture, like Malay people, India culture or whatnot? So have you ever experienced?
Um, I did once when I was with my friend. Um, that time we went on like a trip, and then there's this uncle where he tried to explain something to us, but the way he explained, we thought like he was scolding us, but actually he was just telling us like not to what's this, go go not to go this side because like it's kind of dangerous and all. So the fact that my friend thought he was like scolding, and then we all like just keep quiet. So yeah.
Uh, so the uncle is Chinese people.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
so because what we doing on our research, that we know that sometimes Chinese people often use their tone very high. So me myself and other people in our culture often misunderstood
misunderstood. Yes.
because of the high tone that Chinese people always use. Okay, moving on to the next question.
Okay, for the next question, if you need to tell a classmate their work is incorrect, what specific words do you use to make sure they don't feel insulted?
um Actually, I think I don't use a specific word, but I would just say, hey, let's just check like if our answer is correct or not, because like so that they wouldn't feel hurt, right? Like say, hey, your question, your answer is wrong. So like maybe I would just say, hey, let's just check if our answer is correct or it's not. Then maybe we could like fix it up together. So yeah.
Okay, so let's say that's in the situation happens in our group. Let's say there's so many people around you. So if someone make incorrect or something's terrible, would you uh, would you tell them directly during that time, or would you tell them in the personal place, like dragging her at the somewhere place, and you tell her about what she did wrong, or you directly tell her in that spot, in that round of people, that group of people.
Okay. If that person made a mistake, I wouldn't be like directly tell them because that might embarrass them because there's like a lot of people there. So maybe I would like um drag them to the side and tell them that tell them their mistakes and all, so that they won't feel embarrassed, and because like as we all know, humans do have that feeling of getting embarrassed and all, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
dragging them to the side and talk with them personal is one of the way to avoid being to avoid for them getting embarrassed lah.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Okay, for the next question, if any of your friends silent for 5 seconds after you ask a question, what is the first thought that goes through your mind?
So in this question, uh, whenever you happen to this terms of question, this term of experience, what comes into your mind. Either you uh, ask the people itself, or you just let it go by. So, what's your question? What's your answer in this question?
Me, if like my friend will like stay silent for 5 seconds, I will start thinking like, did I offended them with a question that they have to like stop for like 5 seconds, or maybe like I would like just if they wouldn't answer, I would just like keep quiet as well, because like maybe I kind of hurt my words. I kind of use my words to hurt them, but they just don't want to show it. So maybe I would just like stay quiet. Yeah.
So let's say if you have something like this going through in your daily conversation or group study with your
Peers.
friends, with your peers. So whenever you ask the question to them, if they don't reply to your question back, would you just keep quiet, or just going to ask to other people? So
What would you
during
do
what would you do?
during the situation?
Maybe I would just like change the topic to a different thing so that it wouldn't be so awkward.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Let's moving on to the next question. Uh, Chinese dialects like Cantonese or Hokkien often sound loud to outsiders. As someone with Bidayan roots, do you ever have to remind yourself that a loud Chinese friend isn't angry?
So this relate to the question that we asked you just now about your intercultural miscommunication that you experience with the uncle. So we people, Malay people often happen to this kind of situation where we often think that Chinese people are very angry person because of their high tone.
Yes.
So you, as the person who always Chinese and Bidayo people, like what I study about Bidayo, they always not like rude people. They always soft people. Meanwhile, Chinese always use high tone in their casual uh, talking with each other. So, do you ever have to remind yourself that loud Chinese people isn't angry? So, what's your answer?
To me, since I'm Chinese Bidayo, and then like as everyone knows that as like for Chinese and Bidayo, since Chinese people they do speak with a loud tone, that people think like, oh, why are they so angry, like, oh, why are they like this, right? So and then meanwhile for Bidayo people, they are like more to the softer side, like they are more polite and all. So to me, since I'm mixed, it depends on the people actually, because like whenever like you're around these people, because like not all Chinese are actually um they speak loud, because some are that way but some are not. So for my situation, like for my friends, family and all, we don't speak in that kind of loud tone. uh, and then like for my friends, because some of them are also mixed like me, so we don't usually like speak in that loud tone, because we feel like it's kind of embarrass ourselves, since everyone is like staring at us. So like we just speak in a softer tone, that everyone thinks like, oh, they are just chit chatting, they are not arguing. Yeah, like that.
So, uh, let's say there's no such a thing like, have you ever been interrupted by someone whenever you want to chat with others, like uh, if you speak too loud, maybe you've been interrupted by someone else, like uh, the people ask you to, hey, slow it down, your chatting is too loud. Have you ever experienced with that?
Oh, we did, but that's in the library. Whenever like we discuss a question about like maybe science or something else, right? And then there's this lady. She come up to us. She said, "I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but you guys are kind of loud." But then like we didn't expect us to be that loud. So like yeah, because of our tone and the way we speak, maybe that causes them to like think that we are like actually arguing about that topic, but actually we're not.
So during that time, is it just your friend only Chinese or also other culture like Malay or India?
Yeah, I do. That time I have like two Malay friends, and then I'm the me and my the other friend. I mean like two Chinese, two Malay, and just one Indian.
I see. Okay, okay. So moving on to the next question. Before that, about this question, might as well like I want to ask you if you have you ever have the things that come from your culture itself, like Chinese and Bidayu. Have you with do you have with you like the clothes or something like did or whatnot? Do you have with that? Do you have with you right now?
Uh, yeah, I do, but some I don't. So I might just show you what I have. So like for this one, as we all know, this is a jet where
Ah,
yeah, this one.
okay,
Like
okay.
everyone know it is mostly like green, right?
Oh
Yes,
yes.
But mine is like in two colors. Like it's kind of clear and brown.
yes,
Yeah. This actually symbolize like for good health and yeah, it mostly symbolize for good health and luck.
mm,
And then for the Sarawak one, I only have this one. This is like the beaded they use beads to make this pencil box.
oh,
Yeah. And I'm wearing right now is Sarawak batik.
oh. So it is from the jet itself from Chinese artifact and that's from Sarawak.
So
Okay.
Yes.
So
do you wear any subtle artifacts such as Bidayuh beadwork or a Chinese jade piece to signal your identity? How do people in KL react to these small nonverbal cues?
so like you introduced just now, the things that you have from Bidayu and Chinese. So we want to know what do people from KL react to this date and things from your culture itself.
Okay. Since like um Sarawak how do you say Sarawak beadwork and all those stuff are like unique, right? So
Yes.
it's see it in KL, and then whenever like there's a school function or maybe like school event, they I would wear like my Sarawak clothes or maybe like the Chinese artifacts and all, and then they will like compliment me. They will say, "Oh, Claudia, this looks nice. This looks that and that and that." And then they said, "Where is this from?" And then I would like explain to them what is this and why do I wear this? This is for what? When I wear those kind of things, they find it unique lah.
So you never experienced like discrimination with the Sarawak or Bidayuh people like whenever you wear that thing in KL, obviously since you live in KL, you never happen into discrimination or being insulted by wearing those.
No, all of them would like compliment me. They would say, "Oh, this looks nice. This or that." It's like they also want to have it. So like there's no discrimination towards that.
Okay, see. So moving on to the last question, I guess.
Okay, for the last question, living in an urban environment like Kuala Lumpur can be drained. Have you ever experienced communication fatigue or felt overwhelmed by the constant need to adapt your natural Chinese Bidayo style to meet the city's expectations.
So what we know from KL is an urban place, city that always full of people. Always there's a traffic jam, and people always complain that they feel fatigued, they feel overwhelmed with that kind of situation. So, like you yourself, Chinese Bidayo, if you ever experience miscommunication with other people, plus you happen to live in urban place like Kuala Lumpur, have you ever feel the fatigue like what I said just now?
Yeah, definitely, because like living in KL can be intense, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like constantly like switching between different modes, you know?
Mm.
Like for a mixed Chinese bidayo, I find myself like adjusting how am I supposed to communicate depending on who's in front of me. And then it's like in that one moment I'm vibing with my friends, and the next I'm totally in a different headspace for like in the traffic or something. Sometimes it's draining, right? So but it's also part of the city vibes, you know. So I've kind of learned like just to roll with it. So yeah.
Okay. So I guess that's the end of the question that we have with you that right now. So might as well before we conclude this interview session. I'm really grateful to you because you spent some time with us during your heavy and busy schedule right now. You're having STPM paper right now, right? So with that, we wish good luck for
Good
you
luck for
in
your
your
examination.
STPM
Yes.
examination.
Thank you.
So really grateful with you. So that's the end of our interview session. Before that, do you have any things to talk?
Thank you so much for your time and your effort. We really appreciate it.
Okay. So that's all for us. Thank you.
Thank you.